Now, let's go into the discussion. First thing you need to know regarding the gap. The gap has to do with you having a space. We discussed it yesterday. You should have a space between you and what you feel. That was yesterday, between you and what you feel and what you think. But for now, let me just tell you that each of these thoughts that are in your system, they have eyes. Each of them has an eye through which the world is seen, through which you see your physical environment. And when you accept, you keep accepting all of them, thought of goodness, thought of happiness, thought of things you've enjoyed in the past, you pick them in. What do you now have? You have multiple thoughts, each with its own eye. You have multiple eyes in your system. That is on this body. Plenty eyes are now there, not just this. Because really, we don't see with these eyes. No, we do. We look with these eyes. We see with our mind. This is where these thoughts, these entities are gathered. Now, it is the one that has an experience with the thing you are looking at that is in the forefront of that thing you are looking at. You can see a yellow dress, a lady in a yellow dress, and it will trigger an experience you've had in the past, and it will run. Sometimes it will run obviously. Sometimes it will run at the background subtly, and you won't know. It is now informing your decisions. So what you are to do is to cut away from all these. You know why? Because it is written in the Bible, when the eye of your body is single, great will be the light of your body. But when it is not single, great is the darkness of the body. How do you make the eye of your mind, of your body single? It is by detaching from all of these eyes within you, these multitude that are vying, that are fighting for your attention within you. Break away from them. That is so simple. Yes, it looks simple. You think I am giving you something that is very difficult, but I tell you one thing. Without a doubt, at the first time when you start, it is going to be difficult. And you keep doing it. You know why? You have to be a fresh human being. Like I said, you are a being, not a being. And what makes you a being is thoughts. Dwelling in thoughts. Okay? Now, I would have loved to go into the details of how these things, accepting a thought, creates, of course, you know what it is. It creates the reality that you eventually live with. When will you begin to see life the way you are? You may have never seen life on your own. You probably have been seeing life from the perspective of other life that have been before you, or other life that you have been admiring, other life that have power over you. When I talk on valences, that will be in the next video, God willing, you will understand how you might be able to go on a trip and see how over the years you have created multiple personalities out of the experiences of powerful people in your life in an attempt to please them. Wives change. They pick up valences to fit into the mode of their husbands or the family that they have married into. The same thing with the men. You have to be yourself, because your eye, the eye of your body, needs to be single. And when that is single, you see life the way it is. And when you see life, you see things the way they are. You rise above the pettiness of physical life, and you'll be able to overcome anger, vexation, and all kinds of things. And anxiety and stress no longer be there. I tell you this thing. When you are feeling stressed, when you are feeling suppressed, when you are feeling used, when you are feeling anger, when you are feeling anything, even horny, when you are feeling any of these feelings, having these desires, all the time, it is not you. Your body is longing for an experience that is stored in its memory. And yes, I'm not saying when you are feeling horny, you shouldn't go have sex with your wife or your, intimate one. But I'm only saying, do not let it be the driver of your life. All right? At the time the thought comes, watch it. Focus attention on the thought and just be looking at it. Just like when you watch children playing in the sand. You don't go and join them. You are just watching them. You might be fascinated. You might just be absent. But the best is to be absent. Just be looking at the thought. As you are looking at the thought, you will gradually see the thought lose hold over you. But the sad thing is that a lot of people cannot hold it, because the emotions in the thought can be so powerful, and it will pull them into itself and they are carried away. That is the challenge with people. But you see, practice will give you the capacity to manage this thing. When you fail, it is not a problem. Start all over again. You can win. Just focus. That is the key. All right. I gave you an exercise in one of the videos where I talked about, the title is mental exercise to develop focus. Watch that video. Now, I want you to know one thing, that when you have a feeling, it is happening somewhere between here and your rectum. Feel it. That these points are the command center: the rectum, the reproductive organ, the navel, the heart, the throat, and of course here the pituitary gland. They are control centers in your body. It is at the level of each one that tells you where the thought is coming from, the level where that is operating from. Okay, if you think you love somebody, if you have a feeling of love towards somebody, but you are feeling that love at your reproductive organ, you know that it's no longer love, it is a consumption. It's a desire to consume. That's what it is. So it is memory from your past, experiences from your past that is working. It could be experiences with the person, or experiences with the person that looks like that person. Okay, that's why it could be a desire. Sometimes you can feel it in your navel. When you feel it in your navel, it is a desire to control. It is a sign of frustration or failures in control. It could be it. So I don't know, but the feelings are, when you have it on the heart, it could be a feeling of love. It could also be a feeling of failed love. Okay, you can feel frustrated over love, and it will happen that same way. So I can go on and on, but I will want to leave that for another video. Next video, I'm going to be talking about the valences and how it controls us, how we created multiple personalities which now are working and we think it's us, but it's really not us. So my friend, you are so powerful and you are heavily, dearly beloved. Use your power consciously. One of the reasons I said you should not sell yourself to thoughts, whether it's a good thought or a bad thought, a good feeling or a bad feeling, is that all of them are coming from the past. They are coming from what we might call the blueprints. And most of the blueprints in our lives, in areas of love, in areas of career, in areas of relationships, etc., were not blueprints that we consciously created. We just fell into those blueprints because they were loaded into us. We inherited them. Even blueprints around money. So what if you begin to consciously create your own? Sometimes these weaknesses, we may not feel them when we are in paid employment, when we are getting salaries. It's when we want to run our own business, we begin to see problems coming, and they will tell you in our climb, go to your village, or go and see your ancestors, or go and see your pastor or something. That is where the real problem starts from. Because what they are doing to you is that they are not giving you the opportunity to look inwards and decongest yourself of all of these eyes through which you see the world, these disempowering eyes. So it is time to finally take care of them. This is why this channel runs on a daily basis, one single video for you, for your own development. Exercise, practice these things and see how they go. Like I said to you, do not challenge the thoughts, do not fight them, do not accept them, do not praise them, do not judge them, do not access them. Just know that they are there. That's what creates the gap. Note where you are feeling the emotions of the thought. The emotions of the thought can be soft, soothing, and sweet. It could be grazing, could be sharp and unfriendly, or whichever one it is. They are not your friends. They have come to take you away from your power place. Where are they taking you to? The past or the future? That's where they are taking you to. Don't fall for the thoughts. Be a human being in your own right, on your own terms. Until I come your way again tomorrow, stay focused, stay blessed, stay beautiful. Thank you.